Representative Garcia did an amazing job of showcasing some of the cruelty, disgusting, violent behavior from ICE. And so obviously he's the bad guy in all of this. Right-wing media is gonna try to convince you. So let's go now to Jesse Waters, who seems utterly confused why a representative would stand with the victims of like law enforcement brutality.
You know where Congressman Garcia was born? Peru. Where's his dad? We don't know. Mommy brought him over here when he was 5. He was illegal for a few years. Then someone gave him a green card. Garcia marries a guy and somehow gets elected to represent Long Beach, California. His district is 2/3 Hispanic and crawling with illegals. Now he's the first openly gay immigrant congressman. You see what's going on here?
Yeah, no, I do, Jesse. I see what's going on with all of that. The insane need to make the guy standing up for the victims of brutality out to be the bad guy. The weird hyper focus on him being gay. Again, never forget, the right wing is identity politics 24/7, floor to ceiling, has absolutely nothing to do with this. But for Jesse Waters, it's very important. And for his audience, it's very important that he focus on that. Also, he somehow gets elected. I don't know, maybe he won the election. Maybe he's a popular young congressman. He even points out like the district's 2/3 Hispanic, he says. Well, like based on your identity politics, why are you surprised then that he could get elected there? But no, he has to imply, oh, it's only because of the illegal immigrants. Obviously, we can never prove any voter fraud, but I'm gonna pretend that that's what it is. He also, by the way, lied a bunch. So he didn't enter, he wasn't illegal, as is pointed out by Leslie Marshall. He arrived on a valid visitor's visa in 1982 at age 5. He became a citizen through the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 under Ronald Reagan. By the way, I love someone gave him a green card. What's so, like Joey? The freaking government gave him a green card. That's who gives green cards. It wasn't a person he met at the park or whatever. The weird, loose, abstract, cowardly language from this fake journalist is so pathetic. And I love Jordan's response to this when he tweeted out saying, see what's going on here? Yeah, I see someone living the American dream, but they hate it all. They hate when it's Garcia. They hate when it's Ilhan Omar. The idea that you would come here, become not just a part of our society, but want to represent and lead part of our society is everything we should wish for, but not these sorts of people. That's what Jesse Waters tells me. And I'm gonna throw it to you, Sharon. I also want to acknowledge that hearing that he's so aggrieved about, Renee Good's brothers came in to testify. Not a single Republican showed up for it. Not a single Republican. Remember how like some Republicans after that murder were like, well, maybe we've gone too far. I don't think she's actually a terrorist. Oh, I don't want to seem cruel or whatever. You can't show up. You're busy. You're fundraising. What are you hanging out with Trump? What's going on? You can't. She needlessly died. You can't show 10 minutes of respect for her brothers as they tell her story, but no, they can't and they don't want to. Sharon, what do you think?
And that would be too much like right, as they say. That would be doing the right thing, perhaps in their case, facing their fears. Jesse Waters is a clown and you rightly labeled him as fake. And normally I would say, or at least I spent a good portion of my life saying, I'm not even gonna respond to people like this, these idiots, but once in a while I pop off. But you have to, Jordan's right. What are you talking about? That this congressman lived up to America's promise, which doesn't always happen, and made good and is serving, and suddenly that's a problem. And by the way, he's not in the Epstein files. Everybody else is cool, but he's trash. It's what's up is down, what's right is left. Everything is all mixed up. And until we raise the collective integrity of America, we have to call out every single time to keep from lowering the bar. Look how low the bar is. Look what Jesse Waters is talking about in prime time, making tens of millions of dollars. Yeah. A frat boy fool. Who's your daddy? And would he be proud, Jesse, to stand up for this?
Well, Sharon, we know his mom isn't because he's talked about it on air multiple times.